manual. Keynote speaker for general public. You are watched.
And tell him the time.
The time is 15 to 20 minutes. 15 minutes, you turn on the green. 18 minutes is yellow. And 20 is red. So we're up for a keynote here. Dr. Junjin, you are watched.
Thank you. My fellow Toastmasters, you are watched by the God all the time. Let me ask you, ready, do you snore? Do you sleep?
Yes.
How do you know?
My friends who watch me while sleeping, they would tell me later.
Do you know you snore without your friend tell you?
No, I haven't heard snoring myself.
Okay, good. And how about your blood pressure? Douglas, do you have high blood pressure?
No,
No? How do you know?
my doctor told me,
Okay. Now, Smith, do you have a heart problem?
no,
No? Good for you. Now, Eric, do you wake up during the night?
sometimes, yeah,
Okay. Do you know why?
no.
Good. I can go on, ask you question on and on. I don't want to ask Joy, okay?
No, I'm discriminated. Sorry. You talk to HR person. I'm sorry.
It's okay. The bottom line is,
Yeah, the bottom.
are you watched? Does the God love you? Does the God watch you? That's the bottom line, right? I will say yes, God watches us. I give an example. For example, several months ago, a person told me, he said, Junjin, you snore. My gosh, whole night, loud. The roof always shake off. I said, really? I don't hear it. Just like you didn't hear it. You didn't hear it, okay? Then I have no dream for a long, long time. 30 years, 20, 30 years. I don't have a dream. Every time I just sleep, the next morning wake up. I don't remember I dreamed. Then later on, for past 6 months, I wake up during the middle of the night, around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I wake up. And since I wake up, I didn't sleep. I just wandering for last 6 months. Recently, about last year, my friends, close friends, he told me, he said, Junjin, my wife had problem. Recently, she lost memory. She don't remember things. And then recently, when we talk to her, her judgment wanders. We don't know why. She is 84 years old, 84. However, 3 months later, he said, hey, Junjin, do you know? We found it. My wife has sleep apnea. I said, oh, sleep apnea. I said, what's that? Back several months ago, I met my primary doctor physician. I tell her that I wake up during the midnight, okay? And I told her that I don't have dreams for a long time. She said, yes. I say, important part is, some person told me I snore loud, very loud. Then she asked me several questions. And she said, you might have sleeping disorder. Let me send you to a sleep doctor. Therefore, I went to a sleep doctor. This sleep doctor is a female, and she asked me questions. The same thing. Then she said, do you, when you sit in the car, passenger side, do you feel asleep? When you watch TV, do you feel asleep? When you talk to people, do you feel asleep? And sometimes some of questions, I say yes, some of questions say no. And then they put the point, 1 to 5, how severe it is. After the conversation, she said, I must send you to a sleeping lab and see whether you have sleeping disorder. Therefore, I went there. They put all kinds of wires on my head and on my chest and on my legs and on my eyes, around eyes. What that looks like? It looks like this. You see, that's me, okay? This is the machine, the wire, okay, go on my head, on my head. You see this one go to my leg. And this one, you see here, this one, it measures the oxygen content. So it measures the blink of my eyes, my heart rate, oxygen rate, and whether I move when I sleep. After these tests, then I saw a specialist. The specialist said, hey, Zhongjin, you do have obstructive sleep apnea. That means during your sleep, you stop breathing. I said, wow. I said, what's that? And then someone told me, I checked online. It says regular people might have stopped breathing during their sleeping. 4 to 5 times, okay. If you are more than 4 or 5 times to 16 times, you have a mild sleep apnea. You have a problem. If you are more than 16 times, you are very severe. 16 to 30 times per hour, you are very severe. And if you are more than 30 times, if you stop breathing during 1 hour, you have serious problem. I say, really? However, later on I met a lady. She said, Dr. Jin, you're right. For me, for her, she stops breathing 30 times. Her oxygen content is lower than 50. I said, really? Based on those kind of knowledge, okay, you can imagine what happened for a person. Therefore, the sleeping doctor asked me, say, okay, you have better to do another test. It's called titration test. It will determine how much air need to go through the nose. I can still breathe. However, the air channel will open, so I can have good sleep. What that looks like? It's just like the same thing. Only one thing different is, okay, they put a tube on my nose. At that time, the machine of here is the machine, pump the air to my nose. The rest the same thing, they monitor it. At the testing lab, the technician told me, he said, if oxygen is enough, you need not open your mouth. So you might just close your mouth whole night. And because you close your mouth, you might not have a snore. I said, really? No snore? That's good. And then the next morning when I wake up, he told me, he said, Zhongjin, we test you and you during the whole night, you close your mouth. You don't have snore at all. I said, great. The room I sleep in, they have a video, they have microphone. So video can watch me whole night. Okay, video, and also if something happens, they will emergency come to me. Now, let me share with you what's happened for regular people. When we sleep regularly, okay? When we sleep regularly, usually we do not open your mouth because if we have enough oxygen, go through the tunnel, go to the lung, we need not open your mouth. However, for some reason, this blocked, this falling down, blocked. You can imagine if you keep breathing, but the airway blocked, what happened? Then the oxygen content in your blood will drop. Oxygen content in your blood will drop to a point your brain will tell you, open your mouth. Therefore, you open your mouth. Since you open your mouth, the air channel vibrate. So you might have a snore. Not necessarily everybody have a snore, but a high chance you will have a snore. That's the reason. Now, if for some reason this air channel block again, okay, or although you open your mouth, the channel still closed, what happened? Your oxygen content will drop because you keep breathing, there's no air coming, you keep breathing, then your brain tell you, wake up, Smith, wake up. Otherwise you will die. So you wake up. That's what happened on me. At 2 to 3, I wake up. The computer shows, the test shows, around 2 to 3, I supposed to go to the deep sleep. Deep sleep, that means I totally relaxed. Since I totally relaxed, it's totally blocked. Everything, because the muscle need to pull it up in order to help you to breathe. But totally relaxed to block everything. That's the reason I wake up. That's the reason I wake up. Okay. Now, you can imagine if some person have this obstructive sleep apnea. That means during your sleep, your airway was blocked. Then you stop breathing, okay? If you have this kind of symptom, what happens is, think, when your tissue still need oxygen to function, right? Now, you don't have enough oxygen come in. What the brain tell you? Brain will tell your heart, work hard. I need oxygen. Then pump more blood to me. Therefore, your heart will work very hard to pump more blood to the tissue. In order to pump more blood, what happens? You will have a high blood pressure. During your sleep, you don't know. During your sleep, you just do not know. High blood pressure. This is the reason a lot of people die, have a stroke during sleeping, okay? Where people do not know. First thing. Second thing is, the blood, the oxygen in your blood already dropped, right? Then your brain asks your heart work harder. One way, you need the engine burn hard, but you don't have enough fuel. What happened? Then your heart will exhausted. So you might have heart attack, all kinds of things that will happen. Okay? And another one is memory. Think about you. Your tissue needs oxygen to regenerate, refresh itself. But in your brain, you lack of oxygen during your sleeping period of the time. So your brain not not recover during this time. That's the reason during the daytime, your cell do not function properly. That's the reason you lose the memory. And the same thing, you might cause your depression. The same thing, you will be bad judgment. All those kind of things happen. And that's the reason we have this kind of symptom. For example, it's excessive daytime sleeping because during the night you didn't sleep, so you want to sleep. Then you have loud snoring, and you have episode of breathing. It's cessation. Sometimes those kind of breathe, okay, because your brain asks you to do so. And abrupt awaken accompanied by gasping or choking. That's what symptom. Awaken with a dry mouth because you open your mouth all the time. And the morning headache because you didn't sleep, so you have a headache. And difficult concentrating during the day because your memory, your brain is not rested. And experience mood changes such as depression, irritability, because your brain still. Okay? High blood pressure, I told you the reason. And nighttime sweating. Okay? The last one, 11 one is the libido. You have no sex drive because you don't have enough hormone to do everything. Now, after this, I realized the God really watches us. If I have no these kind of functions, if the brain didn't ask me to open my mouth, I already died a long time ago. Right? Now, if the brain didn't ask me to wake up, I already died a long time ago too. So this reason, I find, based on this obstructive sleep apnea, I find the God really watch us. Now, especially remember that old lady. She already become old, right? The muscle drops, so she has apnea. And we have apnea now. Now, the God watch us more because we invent that machine which can pump the air in through our nose. Therefore, we do need to appreciate our God, and I'm telling you, you has been watched whole life, like me, 64 years, I'm still alive.
All right. Thank you very much. Was very educational topic.